Would you support a law mandating that the highest paid employee in a company make no more than 10x the lowest paid employee? Why or why not? Keep in mind, the highest minimum wage is in DC, at $17 per hour, which is roughly $34,000 per year. 10x that is $340,000, which means the most anyone could make while also employing minimum wage employees. You're not going to find a CEO with that, much less any senior leadership, high sales employees, principal software engineers, etc. especially if you're talking total comp, which you would have to, otherwise what's the point? This prevents you from issuing bonuses, caps commissions, etc. So let me tell you about the wonderful world of contractors. With this kind of law in place, you will find that people will loophole their way around this shit. Only the execs would work for a company and everyone else will be a contractor. Here is a simple tip when designing these kinds of laws. Think in the most greedy of greedy terms and ask yourself how a CEO will circumvent your intentions and make things 10 times worse for the bottom line. Tailor your laws around that. It's easy to circumvent such a law. Majority of CEOs' salary is from stocks of the company. They earn only 5 as income, rest 95 as via restricted stock units RSU. You can search for a company's financial filing and verify the same. For example, Google. According to Bloomberg, which cites a financial filing published Friday, Pitchie is being granted a $240 million stock package on top of a $2 million annual salary to take effect in 2020. There's no realistic way to enforce this. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk don't get fat salaries. Their riches come from ownership stakes in the company. So limiting their salaries to 10x the lowest employee, would have no real-world impact since they can just sell off stock as needed. Meanwhile, limiting the owner's stake in the company to 10x the lowest employee's wage, would prevent the company from ever having real leadership. Greetings, new CEO of McDonald's! Your decisions could crash a worldwide empire. Feel that responsibility and accept only 10x more than a burger flipper who can at best burn down one store. Yes, we aren't controlling for US prices scaled against US cost of living as McDonald's is worldwide. 10x more than a burger flipper in Vietnam or perhaps Sri Lanka. You should get paid for the value you produce, minus some percentage for overhead. Op must be some kid who doesn't understand how the economy works. A software dev can easily produce more than 10x the value of a minimum wage, so should I be paid unfairly because someone is flipping burgers while I produce hundreds of thousands in value per year? You just subcontract out all of those low-paying positions and they don't work for the company anymore. There's always a way around rules. They are never ever going to give you your fair share. You either take it or you get what you get. No. There are too many circumstances where this doesn't make sense. Also, with creative companies it wouldn't matter. All of a sudden you don't all work for Google, you work for a contract company that happens to be owned by Google. Also, no exec is gonna work for $70 an hour. That's about $140,000 a year. You'd basically end up with no talent. I'm not advocating that CEOs make 600x the average employee but 10x the lowest paid employee. No way! Seems a nice incentive for business to go where labor is cheaper. Also, depending how it's phrased as the law, accountants can do their magic. Way too complicated issue with way too many possible ramifications. Loopholes would come out of the woodwork. But really they would have it that here's the base pay and everyone in management would then get bonuses that didn't actually go against their salary. A rising tide lifts all ships. Pay people at the bottom more, not people at the top less. I think those at the top are overpaid, but they will always find a way to get more money if they want it. No. The amount people would have to pay creative accountants to get around the rule would be minuscule compared to actually following the rule. It's a noble idea that will simply never work. Yes, but it would only be a good start and not a total fix thanks to creative accounting and lawyers. Stock options and bonuses are the first two ways to work around this that come to mind. No, there are plenty of creative accounting ways to get around what pay is recorded. Also, LeBron James is absolutely worth more than 10x what the arena's janitors make. Nope. Work with plenty of people that are 10x dumber or less productive than me. You're missing a zero in there, maybe 100x. The current number in the US is over 300x. Mondragon has been doing this successfully for years. Corporation, the company would fail. The people who run the company would be unqualified for their jobs. Anyone qualified would get higher pay working for a competitor. As a general rule, no. But I would support something like any government contractor have those rules in place. and maybe 30x or something like that. I work at a public university. The president and the football coach make right at 10x what I make. Seems reasonable to me. Why not just have everyone have the same income and let the government manage it all? That always works so well. No. I would not want the government mandating what a maximum pay could be. There is no point in it, yes, so long as all factors of pay are considered from those at the top. Bonuses, stock, absolutely. Then all of that money can be transferred to shareholders where it belongs. Jesus Christ, you can tell this idea is straight from the mind of a clueless Redditor. Someone would find a creative way to circumvent this, namely in the form of a bonus. Do you think people would go to the games if they had no janitor to clean the arena? Reclass all of their employees as contractors and only management as employees? No, because it's simplistic nonsense that allows for zero nuance or practicality. No, why should the stupid, clueless and lazy hold back the most successful? Hell no! A person is worth whatever someone is willing to pay them. Bake in the value of stocks and perks into that valuation, then sure, yes. Wealth inequality is the cancer that is killing our society.